038. Encounter 2. It seems we're having lunch at a different place than usual today. I swear, I can't keep up with Alan's insatiable curiosity for food. I've always thought the meals Alan makes are the most delicious, but apparently he doesn't feel the same way. We entered a diner near the Adventurers Guild. To my surprise, he said we'd be eating at one of the tables set up outside. What an interesting way to have a meal, watching the street go by in the middle of the city. The food that came out was certainly delicious. Compared to my time in the royal capital, I'd rarely had a dish this good. The only downside was that even though I ordered a large portion, it was less than what our usual place serves. That was good. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be this tasty, Alan said, seeming to have taken a liking to the stew as well. Still, I thought it couldn't compare to his cooking. It was delicious, that's for sure. But I think you're cooking, Alan. Just as I started to speak, I saw a woman approaching from behind Alan. She was stunningly beautiful. That uniform? The design is almost identical to the formal wear Alan was wearing before. What is going on? The woman stopped right behind Alan and began to speak. That language! It sounded similar to the language Alan was speaking the day I met him. Could it be? When Alan turned around, the woman made a gesture like a salute. I'd never seen a salute like that before. "What's your unit?" Alan asked her, flustered. Then the woman started speaking in a language I could understand, but I couldn't make much sense of it. The Red Fleet? The Spica Sector Force? The 238th Fleet? There couldn't possibly be that many fleets. I'd heard that even the great maritime nation of Degreet only had 2. It must be some kind of code. Iris Conrad? I could only pick out words like soldier, intelligence, and squad. What on earth was this woman talking about? "Is Iris okay?" Alan asked. "Of course, sir. We have been searching for you, Your Excellency." What is Iris? And Your Excellency? Was she talking about Alan? Alan? Oh, sorry about that. She used to be my subordinate. Subordinate? Does that mean Alan was in the military? I really should have asked about something like this sooner. After that, we decided to head back to the inn to talk. Both Alan and the woman, Selena, walked back in silence. When we arrived, Alan said he wanted to speak with Selena alone. I wanted to listen in, but I had no choice. I decided to wait in the room with Elna. "Elna, did you understand what that woman was saying earlier?" "No, I couldn't. I only understood that she was talking about some kind of fleet." "I thought so. Same here." What are Alan and Selena talking about? I'm incredibly curious. After a little while, there was a knock on the door. Alan came in with the woman. It seemed he was here to introduce her. As I suspected, she was from the same country as Alan. We introduced ourselves, but this Selena woman had a bit of an attitude. Alan then told us she would be joining us from now on. I couldn't just accept a complete stranger into our group. I needed to know more about her before I could consider her an ally. "Alan, who exactly is Selena?" I knew it was incredibly rude to ask such a question right in front of her, but I had to know. "I told you, I came to this continent on a ship, right? That ship sank, and she was one of the crew members." "Is that all, Alan?" Yeah, that's it." "Really?" "You there, Krelia. You've been far too familiar with His Excellency, and to doubt his word is simply outrageous." I'd never been spoken to like that in my life. I was too shocked to even be angry. So His Excellency really did refer to Alan. He wasn't a noble. Does that mean he was a high-ranking military officer? In Starvik, only generals were called Your Excellency. Alan, a general? Who do you think you're talking to?" Elna shot back. "Who exactly is Krelia?" Selena mimicked. And I have to admit, it was a good imitation. She is Princess Krelia of the Kingdom of Starvek." A mere princess of some country is nothing compared to His Excellency." Alan quickly stepped in to stop them. Elna had revealed my former status, but Selena didn't seem to care in the slightest. Her words lingered in my mind. A mere princess of some country is nothing compared to His Excellency. Alan had cut her off, but it was clear that Selena believed Alan held a higher rank than a princess. What could that mean? In any normal country, a princess is far superior to a general. Even if Alan were royalty, they would be of equal rank. Could Alan be a king? No, Your Excellency is the wrong title for a king, and a king wouldn't be a soldier. There were too many things I didn't understand. It seemed we were going to start over with proper introductions. After the introductions, Alan dropped a bombshell. Selena had a sister, and she would be joining us later. I took another look at Selena. She was, indeed, very beautiful, probably around my age. I wondered if her sister was just as beautiful. A strange, unidentifiable sense of anxiety washed over me. So Alan really was a soldier. And surprisingly, the formal attire Selena was wearing was apparently her uniform. A uniform with such a magnificent design, it was unbelievable. Alan and Selena left to go pick up her luggage from the inn where she had been staying. There was too much to think about. Chapter 3. Selena's inn was apparently near the Adventurers Guild. There was no real need to go get her things right now, but the atmosphere had gotten pretty tense. I figured some time apart would give everyone a chance to cool down. I didn't necessarily have to go with her, but if she had a lot of luggage, I should help. Looking out for my subordinates is an officer's duty. Come to think of it, this is my first time having a female subordinate. Selena, your attitude earlier was unacceptable. I apologize, sir. I just lost my temper at her attitude towards you. I didn't think Crelia's attitude was strange at all. In fact, I'd be happy if you treated me the same way. Is that so, sir? No, I really couldn't. You don't need to use such formal language either. If, by some chance, we return to our original unit, things might have to be different. But for now, while we're on this planet, why don't you drop the formalities? I'll think about it. By the way, where did you get money? The drones analyzed the specifications of the local currency, and the ship's workshop manufactured some based on that data. So, counterfeit currency, you mean? Well, if the composition is the same, I guess it's not a problem. If we could figure out the specifications of the platinum coins I've heard rumors about, we might be able to forge them on the ship. I hope I get a chance to see one someday. You have clothes other than your uniform, right? Please change into them when we get to the inn. Understood. Is there a problem? The clothes aren't cute at all. I almost face-faulted at her reason for hesitating. In that respect, she was still just a girl her age. The uniform stands out too much. You have to change. I understand. When we got to her inn, Selena came out with quite a bit of luggage. When I asked, she said most of it was water and emergency rations. Alan, please take this. Selena handed me a communicator. It was about 20 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide, looking at first glance like a metal plate. This is a spare I brought to give to you. Oh, this is great. Thank you. And those clothes look good on you. Do they? Thank you very much. A bright smile spread across her face. Selena insisted on carrying everything herself, but we split the luggage and headed back to our inn. It was pretty heavy. What was in here? Alan, I detected nanoplans from Crelia earlier. Yeah, that's right. I'm the one who transplanted them. She was on the verge of death with her arms and legs torn off. I gave Selena a brief summary of everything that had happened since I met Crelia. Aren't you going to dispose of Crelia's nanoplans? I don't see a problem with it, do you? As long as I don't instruct them to create an interface, she's no different from a normal human. Using nanoplans on civilians is prohibited, so she'll probably stay this way forever. We arrived back at the inn as we were talking. Selena, is it okay if you share a room with Sharon? Yes, that's no problem. Hey Sarah, do you have a room for 2 available? We do. Is she a friend of yours, Mr. Allen? More like a companion than a friend. I see. Well, here's the key. The room is next to Crelia and Elna's, and you don't need to pay for the room. No, I'll pay for this room. I can't accept it. My dad will get mad at me. Could you go get boss for me for a second? Hey, Alan. Looks like you've got a new companion. Yeah, I'm paying for the extra room. Nope, can't accept that. Why not? Just take it. Listen, Alan, you're a benefactor to this inn. I'm not taking a single coin from you or your companions. Ever. Benefactor? I didn't do anything that great. You know as well as I do, we haven't had this many guests since we first opened. This is all thanks to you. That's because this is a good inn. Besides, with us taking up 3 rooms for free, you can't possibly make ends meet, can you? Look, Alan, this place can get by with just 1 guest staying. The second one is pure profit. And look at the situation now. Honestly, I'm making so much money I can't stop smiling. And because the food is so good, the booze is selling like crazy. What's more, a lot of the guests are making reservations for their next stay. That's never happened before in the history of this inn. It means they're thinking it might be full the next time they come. This is all because of you, so don't hesitate. Just stay. I think it's thanks to your cooking skills, Bass, but, well, if you're doing well, I'll accept your offer. Thanks. Sure thing. Don't be a stranger. I took the key and was about to head upstairs with Selena when someone rushed into the inn. Huh? Selena? Bass, Sarah, and I all stared, looking back and forth between the Selena who was about to go upstairs and the Selena who had just entered. They looked exactly alike, so this must be Sharon. She got here pretty fast. Whoa, that's amazing. Are they twins? They are. They look so much alike, right? This is Selena, and this is Sharon. Nice to meet you, Sharon. Sharon, you seem out of breath. Let's go up to the room for now. I took Sharon's hand and led her towards the room before she could start any formal greetings. This was their room. Inside, it was identical to Krelia's. Your Excellency, Warrant Officer Sharon Conrad reporting. I apologize for my appearance. Sharon saluted, panting. She must have really rushed here. She was wearing a different colored version of the exact same outfit as Selena. I guess her clothes were made on the ship too. I'm Alan Corinth. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sharon. I returned her salute. We all sat down and I explained the day's events about Krelia and the others to Sharon. So, we'll be forming an adventuring party with this Krelia and the others? That's the plan for now. Like I said, once we sort things out with Krelia's companions, our direction might change. So it would be a great help if you could try to get along with them. Understood. Leave it to me, Sharon said. Alan, Selena began, about the magic you mentioned earlier. Can you really use it? I can, like this. I turned over a cup that was lying face down on the table and cast water. Water materialized about 10 centimeters above the cup and poured in. I stopped when it was full. Whoa! Sharon, you must be thirsty. Go ahead and drink. Sharon hesitantly picked up the cup and took a sip. It's cold and delicious. I could now produce cold water, not just regular water. Incoming communication from Iris. I wondered what it was and accepted, and Iris's face appeared in a virtual window. Please allow me to join the conversation in AR mode. Selena or Sharon must have authorized Iris's monitor, and she'd been listening in on our conversation. All right, I permit it. Instantly, a life-sized image of Iris appeared behind Sharon. Of course, this was just the nanomons interfering with our optic nerves to make it seem like she was there. She hadn't actually appeared in the room. Seeing the 3 of them together, they looked like a mother and her daughters. Amazing, Captain! So this is magic? Iris's voice, like her image, wasn't real, but was simply an interference with my auditory senses. It seems no one was using magic in the pub, though. That's right. I knew about magic for a while, but this is my first time seeing it. Can you do anything else? I used fire to create a fireball a meter above the table and let it hover there. Whoa! Will we be able to use magic too? I wonder. I think you probably can. Ah, Iris did say the nanomes need a sensor developed on the 2nd planet of the Salsa system in the Elida sector. Captain, please send the data right away. Whoa, there's no way Iris can use magic. All right, I'll send the data to the 3 of you now. Send all data related to magic. Acknowledged. Well then. And with that, Iris vanished. Don't update just yet. Sharon, shall we go say hello to Krelia and the others? Understood. The 3 of us went to Krelia's room and knocked. Just like before, Elna let us in. Krelia and Elna's faces were a picture of astonishment when they saw Selena and Sharon.
Sharon's here. As you can see, Selena and Sharon are twins. Sharon, this is Crelia, and this is Sharon. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sharon Conrad. I look forward to working with you. Unlike Selena, that was an excellent introduction. Crelia and Elna seemed surprised by it. The pleasure is ours. I'm Crelia Starvane. I'm Elna Norian. A pleasure. I know I acted on my own, but I've already told Selena and Sharon about you two. They're my subordinates. You can trust them. Of course, if that's what you think, Alan, I don't mind at all. Still, this is amazing. I've never seen twins who look so much alike. We get that a lot. Crelia, Elna, we don't know much about this continent, so please teach us what you can. Of course, we'll teach you anything we know. Why don't we go downstairs for some tea? I'm kind of thirsty. We decided to go to the dining hall for tea. It seemed like a good idea to deepen our bonds, even just a little. The tea of this inn was like Japanese green tea from Earth. At my suggestion, they started serving it with cookies. This is delicious. Maybe it's because I didn't have lunch, but, said Sharon.
That's because it's made from a recipe Alan taught the cook here, so it's guaranteed to be delicious. What? Alan can cook? Cooking's a hobby of mine. It's pretty popular, you know. Popular is an understatement. I think Alan's cooking is the most delicious in the world. Alan, Sharon said she hasn't eaten lunch. Shouldn't we have an early dinner? It seemed Crelia was also making an effort to build a friendly rapport. I was grateful. Good point. If everyone's okay with it, shall we eat? I'll go ask. I went to the kitchen and asked Bass, not really expecting him to say yes, but he said he could prepare something right away. It was early for dinner, but I placed the order. A short while later, the food was brought out. Oh, cheeseburgers today. They look delicious. This is food? Selena and Sharon looked somewhat tense as they stared at the plates in front of them. Could it be their first time eating something other than ration bars? Come to think of it, Selena was carrying a lot of emergency rations. Delicious! They started eating at the same time and spoke their impression in unison. What is this? It's so good! Selena and Sharon were devouring their hamburgers. For some reason, Crelia looked happy watching them. Seconds are free, so eat as much as you like. Selena, Sharon, and Crelia all had seconds and ate a considerable amount. Phew, I can't eat another bite. I'm so full. I can't believe something this delicious exists in the world. This is a recipe from your country, isn't it, Alan? Have you two never had it before? They might not have. It's a regional dish that's only recently gained attention. Ah, this is Earth cuisine, isn't it? This is our first time eating it. We decided that Selena and Sharon should get some rest early, as they were probably tired from their journey. After taking a bath and drying my hair with a dryer, I got a communication from Sharon. She said there was something she wanted to ask. Wondering what it was, I went to their room. Sorry, Alan, it's not an urgent matter at all, but Sharon and I got into a bit of an argument. Alan, what are we supposed to do from now on? Do you mean what should Selena and Sharon do, or what should we, the Imperial forces, do? I mean, as the Imperial forces. Ah, right. Until a little while ago, I thought I was the only survivor of the Imperial forces. I didn't really have a purpose, so I was just helping Crelia and her group. To be honest, I haven't thought about the future at all. I'm scheduled to get a report from Iris about the ship's status and this planet. I want to decide our next steps after hearing that, whether we continue as the Imperial forces or whether we leave. Is leaving an option? Of course it is. Even if we call ourselves the Imperial forces, we can't carry out any missions, can we? We can't even return to the ship. There's no point in playing Imperial forces in this situation. As the one in charge, I can't quit, but I think you and Sharon could naturalize on this planet. You were given this precious life. You both have the right to be happy. Regardless of what Sharon does, I will follow you, Alan. Of course, I will follow you too, Alan. You don't have to decide so quickly. I think I'll have an answer by tomorrow. Just give me a little time. Understood. We're sorry for calling you over. I returned to my room and thought about how they must be feeling. They must be anxious. Born and raised as clones, then left with no mission to fulfill, it's natural they'd feel like they have no purpose. They're still at an age where their mental state is unstable. I felt truly sorry for them. Iris? Yes, Captain. Update me. I lost consciousness.